Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. How y'all been? How y'all doing?
We hit the plan and his cops feeling jealous. We in the bag and we might get a TI.
So, today we are going to be rating all of my thriller books. So, if you don't know, thriller is my favorite genre. Hold on. Okay. If you don't know, thriller is my favorite genre to read. I think I got all of my books. But thriller is my favorite genre to read. It's the genre that got me back into reading. So, but I don't just read thriller, but that is mostly what my TBR is and what's on my physical TBR, my physical reads that I've read. So it's mostly thriller, but I am moving into more of the other genres, such as romance and fantasy. So if you guys want to see me reading my fantasy books or reading my romance books, let me know. But we're just going to get straight into it. So our first book is The Silent Patient. This one was a 4.5 read. I do remember it's something in here that I did not like, or it was something that just stuck out to me that I particularly didn't like, or I kind of predicted it or whatever. But this one is The Silent Patient, and yeah. Next we have Just a Nice's Couple by Mary Q. Bickham. She's the author who got me into reading, but this is the second book that I read when I got back into reading. This one is a 5 out of 5. Oh my goodness, the plot twisted, okay? This one is so good, oh my gosh. So, I'm also giving y'all recommendations, so yeah, thank you. Next, we have The Local Missing Woman by Mary Kubica. This is the book that got me back into reading. 5 stars. 5 stars, oh my gosh. I do have my TBR, my ratings on my notes, so I'm just going to read some of them for these 3 books. So for Local Missing Woman, I literally just have first book that got me back into reading, and I loved it. Just as Nice as Couple. Oh, it was a 4 out of 5, my bad. The plot twisted, but it got predictable at the end. So I don't know what that one was, but I'm trying to do my ratings now. So right after I finish my book, then I can just go ahead and I can remember what I read, and then write my ratings down. So these are like, I've read these like at the beginning of the year. It's November. I read these in like January, February. So the brain is not there. And then for Silent Patient, did I not? I don't think I did a rating for that one. Oh, I did. It was a 4.9 out of 5. So I really like this book, and the plot twisted. So that's those 3. Next is the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden. This is my all-time favorite author. I literally, most of my books is this author, Frida McFadden. I love her. I'm currently reading Ward D right now, and I also have The Tenant by her, and of course we're getting the rest of her books. So, yep. So for the Housemaid series, the first book in the series is this blue one, and I said, OMG, it was so unexpected, and I really enjoyed reading this book. Can't wait for the next book. And that was a 5 out of 5. The next one in the series is this red one, and it is, I also rated it a 5, and I said, so freaking good. Plot twists, especially at the end. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I did include like my thought process of the different books in here of the characters. And then the last one in the series is The Housemaid is Watching, which is the white one, and I rated it a 5 out of 5. I said even though this book completed the entire series, it was a bit slow, and some events felt a little repetitive, needless to say. And then I included characters, so like I said, I don't want to give any spoilers. And yeah. Next we have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I'm trying to find my reading. Okay. Next we have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. This one was the first book that I read by Frida McFadden. It was gifted to me, and then I fell in love with her instantly. Then I just went ahead and continued buying her more books. So I put 5 out of 5. OMG, I really love this book, and Frida is now my favorite author. The biggest plot twist I have ever read. When I tell y'all, the plot twisted. It twisted and twisted and kept twisting and did not stop twisting. I love that book so much. Oh my gosh, that was a 5 out of 5 star. 5 out of 5 read. Next we have Never Lie by Frida McFadden, of course. Now this one, I would say, I don't know, because she is my favorite author, and but I just did not like it. I don't know. I was confused, and I don't like when I'm confused. So I rated it a 3.5 out of 5. And I said the plot twisted, but I was low-key confused. And then it was the character's point of view. She acted clueless as to who did the killing when it was her all along. And I didn't get the Never Lie part, because the book is called Never Lie, but it was nothing about lying. So I was confused. And I said the title didn't go along with the book. So I rated that one a 3.5 out of 5. That was a book talk recommendation that everybody seems to love, but I think that is because it's the first book that they read of Frida McFadden, so they don't know how she goes along with her books, how she normally goes. Like The Housemaid and The Boyfriend, you can't even tell. Like, even though The Housemaid is a series, each story is different, but it all ties together, if you get what I'm saying. And then in the end, you're like, oh. So, and then The Boyfriend. That, like I said, that was the biggest plot twist that I've ever read. So, I think that's why they rate it so high. They rate this one so high is because it's the first book that they read of Frida McFadden. When, in my case, it was The Boyfriend. That was my first book, so I kind of got a glimpse of, like, how she writes. And then I, of course, read The Housemaid's here, so I'm still getting a glimpse of how she writes. So, yeah, I didn't really too much care for that one, but everybody rated it so high. When I was like, I'm just confused. Like, so I may have to read it again. I don't know if my rating will change after I read it. But like I said, I was low-key confused. I was confused. But the book that I'm currently reading is Ward D. It's holiday time, so I'm busy with my business, Creations by Faith, on Instagram, and I'll put my website in the link below. Thank you very much. Go shop. But I am busy with doing orders and then preparing for seasons and stuff like that, so I haven't had a chance to like really read it and or really get like into it. So I'm only on chapter 2 of that book. For my other thriller books, I have The Tenant by Frida McFadden. I have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I think I have Too Late by Colleen Hoover back there as well. And I think I have another one. No, I don't have another one, but those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books that I need to finish before I can get more. So I'm kind of like on a book ban right now until I finish all 5 of these books, and I'm trying to finish before the end of the year. So that's why that's why I haven't been reading, because I want to make sure that I get all of my business stuff out the way first, so that when I really sit down and read, I'm just reading. I'm not worried about anything else but reading. So, but yeah, so that is it for this video. Like I said, thriller is my favorite genre. I love thrillers so much, but I am getting into more of the genres. I did take a break during October to read some romance books, and they were pretty good. They were pretty good. They were mostly well, not gonna lie, the pumpkin ones that I read. If you watch my last rating video, then you know what I rated those. They were not good. But I did read another one, and that was a 5 out of 5. I legit cried. And it was The Last Letter by Rebecca Hugo. Or you with it. Yarbo. Yeah. I'm still we're still in recovery for that book. But yeah, so that is going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.